So today we're going to be continuing to take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We are on episode 54 of the series, and in the last episode, a good amount of events happened. Although it was a very short video, we did see that a bigger like dark sign slash dark gray empire formed up, taking another country in the area. We saw the gold team slash Germany invade the pink Polish country, finally destroying it. And the most important event of last episode was the terrorist organization. Now, the terrorist organization started getting popular in the gray team, as well as the blue team and the yellow team, and then eventually started invading the blue team and the yellow team. Eventually, also sponsoring a terrorist organization event to happen in the capital of a former green country that was in this area, which full on collapsed it as the president and many cabinet members were killed, putting it into anarchy, and the countries around it had to grab up some land. Due to this, we also saw a military alliance called, it's just the 4-point star alliance over here in Asia. It's to kind of prevent any terrorist organization things from happening again, such terrorist bombings. And a lot more will happen today. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe as it is very helpful. We are trying to reach now 600 subscribers before the end of the month. I'm confident we can do it, as we're already pretty much at 500. We might be at 500 by the time that this video is up. I'm currently recording this on the 15th, and I think it's going up on the 18th. So it's possible we already have 500. So I'm going to aim for 600 now. And if you couldn't tell in the community posts, I am making a new series. It is going to be a what if the red team from Aegis Pro's Wixo won the coalition war of the episode 17. So guys, go check that out. It is a pretty good teaser image, and I will do that, and I will start working on that when I get to 500 subscribers. But anyways, enough with the yapping. Let's go ahead and start this video. We're starting it in South America, as for some reason the Galapagos isn't explored or expanded onto. I don't know why it wasn't, but I guess that's not canon. The yellow team is going to have a kind of like a vote in their country, a referendum, which is whether they or not they want to join with the purple country. Now, doing this would provide them, I mean, it would give them autonomy, it would get annexed into the purple team, but they would have autonomy. And that would also mean that they would become richer, because the purple team is a pretty rich country, and I would say is the most powerful country in South America. So the referendum happens, and around 88% say yes, join, while the remaining say no. And that, of course, means this country is going to go ahead and join this purple team, getting them a lot more land. And it also makes the yellow team, they do get autonomy. However, it's not that much, but they still become a richer province slash state slash region inside of this country. I mean, as there's many provinces in that former area. And now Colombia is having a referendum if they want to join the purple team. Will I think be addressed in the next episode if I do not, or maybe later in this episode if I do not forget. Anyways, let's go up to North America. And let's go to this purple country right here, who's in an unfortunate position. It's in kind of the mountainous Utah area, and unfortunately for them, two countries that are bordering them are an alliance that is kind of that's kind of hungry for expansion, and well, this country is going to be a victim of that. So we can see that the Green Team slash Arizona Union is going to start pushing into Utah, pretty much from all sides, as they don't care. They capture a major city as quick as the war pretty much starts, and is heading towards another one. And this is happening all within a couple of weeks, I would say, as this country is not the strongest country in the world, obviously. It's honestly, it might be one of the weakest. And they also start getting invaded by the pink slash purple team. And these guys want to expand their borders very rapidly, and they get really close to the capital, but they eventually stop here as a stalemate occurs. From here, the purple team is going to try to push back on all of these fronts, and, well, good for them, they're doing great, right? Well, oh my god, the Arizona Union is going to go ahead and give this piece of land over to the pink team, which they then are going to go ahead and invade even more, and, well, that didn't really do anything. That was a waste of supplies from the purple team, as they are now low on resources and cannot defend themselves, So the green team will even, yeah, they're gonna push in larger and get into all of this corner area. They eventually capture this major city right here very quickly, and then the pink team captures the capital of the purple team, making sure that this country will no longer exist. Eventually, the country fully falls, and well, let's go ahead and look at a peace treaty. And here we can see that the peace treaty is pretty self-explanatory. The Arizona Union gets that ginormous piece of land, while the pink slash purple team gets that land. And wow, the Arizona Union is now just basically just the western coast of America. And the pink team is becoming very large. Good for them, I guess. Anyways, moving away from the Americas, let's go on and talk about Europe, specifically Central Europe. This place is hasn't been doing much since the end of World War III, but the gold German team is going to go ahead and well, they're gonna do a funny. They're going to kind of sponsor some movements in the red team, which is to join the gold team. This might be a plea to try to get the gold team to well become bigger and reform its once glorious empire, or this might just not work at all. But the vote is in, and they have like it's not even close. These guys automatically join with the gold team, and well, yeah, this gold team looks like it probably is trying to reform their former empire. Let I mean, we can only imagine what's gonna happen out of that. Anyways, let's go up to Sweden. This place hasn't done anything since the end of World War III either, but a country is going to come back, and Sweden cannot handle Norway. So Norway will go ahead and be divided into five separate countries. We have yellow Norway, green Norway, they are back but smaller. The gray Norwegians up here in the north, this purple country right here, and the red team will pop up. Well, it's not the red team, it's just a red team. Let me go ahead and darken it a little bit. And well, now we can see that this is it's looking like the old Holy Norwegian Empire. But it's not the Holy Norwegian Empire. It's just a bunch of Norwegian countries popping up again. And well, capital time. The capital of the yellow Norwegians will be right there. The regular Norwegians' capital will be right there where it used to be. The purple team will be right there. The red teams will be right there, and of course the gray teams will be all the way up here. And we can see that these countries are well, they're very small and they don't have that many cities except for the green. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on over in this region. And well, a leader has just been elected in the brown Russian country right here, which is to restore Russia as a state. Russia has been gone for hundreds of years, hundreds and hundreds of years, but they still have the history books. They know what they're doing. They know that there used to be a ginormous country that used to be over here. They know that they want to bring this back as well as they can. The brown team will build up their military, the likes that you've really never ever seen before. This brown team has been silent for, well, hundreds of years. And, well, they're building up their military, building up their economy, and countries around them are starting to wonder why this is happening. But when it hits, and the brown team starts their invasion, the blue Russian country. Now, if you didn't know, the brown country is, well, it has the capital of the former Great Russian country. And with that means lots of historical documents, lots of historical manpower, and just military info in this capital that was never taken because, well, people who died also in that war was the Ottomans, who don't exist, the Swedish, who do exist, but it's been rough, and the Russians, who also don't exist. Also, the reason why I made Sweden not fully die is because of dark. Anyways, the brown team is going to start their invasion. Now, they mainly just encircle the capital right here and take a lot of land. Eventually, this capital is full on taken, and the world is kind of considering like trying to stop this because this is rapid, but they can't stop it because well, either they're too far away, or if they're right next to them, they're not as strong as them. So after this major city is taken and this area is cut off, the blue team is just gonna go ahead and surrender. And well, we're gonna see a peace treaty where the brown team annexes all of the blue team, creating a very large country over here. People are starting to wonder. Action has happened in this part of Russia for the first time in history. What's going on? Anyways, moving right down south of this, we're gonna see the Purple Country. They have barely done anything. I think they got invaded by somebody, but they just got bombed in 5 different locations. Right here, on their capital, so right there. Right here, and right there. And if you're wondering who this was, oh, that's not surprising. The, the white team has bombed the Purple Country, and well, this country was already not doing well stability wise, and with this, their stability goes down a bunch more. President does get killed, but the cabinet members are mostly not killed, but that doesn't matter. Cabinet members are divided what they want to do, and due to this, the country goes into, well, anarchy, and the countries around them are going to kind of get some land out of it. So the yellow team gets all of this important land, the red team gets all of this important land. I'm not sure if it's really important, but the gray team gets this interesting border, while the gold team is going to get the rest of the land, and that is very interesting. That country, which is just normal on map, is completely gone. And well, let's go to our daily terrorist update. I just realized, except for the daily Norwegian thing update, there's not really been a necessarily like a daily thing update. Well, technically like a weekly, because this happens every week. This video. I'm planning on doing a daily upload week soon though, and I might start on Monday, so be prepared about that. Anyways, this terrorist organization is starting to get more popular, as all of this upper northern area of the blue team submits and gets fully invaded. They then get a lot more land near the northern areas and even near the capital. And this country is full on taken by the terrorists and integrated as a terrorist counterpart. So basically, just a part of the terrorist organization, a full part of it, and now it's like a separate region. So there's like a little bit of a divide. The divide looks a little something like this, is how the borders were before, with this part being obviously the most strongest part of the terrorist organization's country. But from here, they're going to start invading the yellow team even more. They're going to take a lot of land, get uh, a lot of land near the, well, just the center of their country, and even make another large push up in this area right here. They also managed to take a lot of land right here, and this is now the full-on start of the invasion of the Gray Country. So these countries are dying one by one and getting invaded one by one. This obviously is not good. Terrorists expanding is not good, and these guys are starting to get a little bit suspicious. And they're honestly suspecting that Korea is above this, since they haven't done anything in a long while. But there's no proof of Korea doing anything, so I mean, they're still skeptical. Anyways, in Sri Lanka, they're forced to give up their Sumatran claim, as it's just the stability in it has been bad for years and years and years. After the end of World War III, and after they got severely kind of cut down to where their former peak was, they have now lost a lot of land, or a lot of stability in this region, and that is all gone now. Coming over to Africa, we can see that a certain alliance is starting to get more members. They get the Orange Country right here in this region, and they even get Tanzania to join their cause. However, they eventually do get a way bigger and way better ally. And that, my friends, is the North Indian Federation. The North Indian Federation, one of well, the strongest country in the world as of right now, they are now joining the Right Triangle Alliance, which is a alliance against the Arabian Union. So the Arabian Union is gonna be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And they make their own alliance, being the Diamond Alliance. They make this alliance because they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. And they make it with Egypt. And the reason why they're like, whoa, 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 is because, the Arabian Union and the North Indian Federation supported each other in the Third World War. And now they're just kind of backstabbing each other. Like, what is this? And now the North Indian Federation is getting kind of suspicious and fear that the Arabian Union will try to get Sri Lanka to join in on the Arabian Union's alliance. Well, you know who they do? They get this purple country right here. They get them. And they even get this Iranian country right here. So they are getting some pretty good allies. But then something major happened. The Southern French Union gets the first nuclear weapon. They have the first nuclear weapon in the world. And people are like, what? Because this is not secret. This is public information. They have told everybody that they have got a nuclear weapon, and everybody's like, what's a nuclear weapon? And, well, yeah. We now have nukes in we now have nukes in the Vixo series. But anyways, for the last event of today's video, go ahead and go over to the Venezuelans. They have eventually finished their goal, and well, 1, 2, 3, yeah, they've joined. And this is a very, very impactful, very strong country. And in the next episode, I probably, if I don't forget, I will do power rankings, and these guys are definitely going to be in the top 10 of everything. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video fully. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as we're trying to now reach 600 subscribers before the end of the month. So really appreciate it if we can get there. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.